Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. So some of you may have noticed that I've changed my name on the channel. I haven't really changed my name. That is my actual name, my birth name is Joseph. Throughout the years I've had many different names though. No, not really Joseph. It was normally Joey or Joe or Joe P. Some of my aunties used to call me that. But this is just kind of for myself, just to change my name in a way of saying to myself that I'm different now and I accept myself, because I never liked the name Joseph growing up. Mainly it's all started from like childhood, when people would not bully me but just like take the piss. When we were reading about religion and the name Joseph was mentioned, they would all laugh and then they would point, and I just used to get really frustrated with that, and I ended up hating my own name. And then other things happened. I ended up hating who I was as a person, my sexuality, all of that. And over the past like 3 or 4 years, I've completely changed. And I really accept myself for who I am, what I am. I don't really care anymore. I'm just like, whatever. So yeah, I wanted to use the name Joseph because I actually really like it now. And a lot of people would have always said that to me, and I would be like, no, I don't like that name. It was like, I don't know, something used to always trigger me when people would call me Joseph, and now I like it. So yeah, and Moon obviously is my second name. I just chose that because, you know, this is a spiritual channel and I love the moon, so I don't know, I was like, whatever, that fits, I'll use that. So there's no real big reason why I did that. And the raven has its own little backstory to it, and I no longer kind of associate with it. I don't see ravens anymore as much. So it's kind of, it's nice. I feel like I'm, you know, moving into a new space, and that's why I decided to change the name. But anyway, this reading was just kind of spur of the moment, and I was just like, I just want to record a reading because I feel happy again and I want to do it. So yeah, this is just going to be like what you kind of need to know right now or need to hear. And it's mainly as well going to be kind of focused on like what you're healing and what you're kind of moving into. So that's kind of the general intention for this reading today. So I have 4 decks, and what you can do is you can close your eyes now and think of a number. If you have the number, that's fine. If you aren't sure and you have two numbers that you're thinking on, I'll just show you the deck. So this is deck number 1. Okay, this is True Black Tarot. This is deck number 2. This is Spellcaster's Tarot. I might start linking these decks down below because I probably be handy for some of you. And this is deck number 3. What's this one called? Steampunk. Oh my god, completely forgot. And this is deck number 4. I think this is called the Wizard's Tarot. I never usually use this deck, but I just felt called to use it today, so we're going to do that. Okay, so let me just get ready here for a second. I always like to just center myself before I start. So, hello anyone that chose the True Black Tarot. Just before we start, I've been picking up the number 4, so 444, which is great. This is a good number. This is my favorite number that I see all the time these days. So that for me seems like a number that maybe you're seeing a lot. And I'm also like seeing that you are really starting to appreciate either your own beauty or the beauty in the things that you own. You're really starting to appreciate your home life and the little things that you know, spent a lot of effort into making or creating. Maybe there's some form of like a new painting that you, or maybe you're getting ideas to paint, to revamp your space or your home. I feel like a lot of you that chose this pile are really starting to feel content with yourself during everything that's happening right now. And I'm also seeing that you are expressing your inner beauty outwardly in some way or another. But a lot of you are really starting to appreciate how you look. And it's like no one can... This pile for me has a lot of divine power that you've been like... You are the people that are kind of now helping everyone else realize what is important in life. And you're showing that it's okay to be at home. It's okay to be going through all of this. If we have each other and we're all nice to each other in the home, everything will just work out nice and smoothly. So that's why I feel like a lot of you are moving into. Okay, so this group for me right now, you're the lucky ones because you're starting to appreciate things a lot more, and that's what I'm sensing for you. Also pets, animals is coming through too for me, and I feel like you really do find comfort in your pets, and you probably haven't realized it before. Maybe you were always too busy to, you know, spend time with your pets, but now I'm seeing that, you know, having them around is what really has made you happy for such a long time. You didn't realize it until this kind of a moment. Okay, we have the King of Swords. This is good. This is someone who, you know, speaks out for everyone else. So I do feel like that with you. You're not really seeing things for what it's being perceived like on the media and stuff. I really feel like you're looking at, like, I don't know if you're in America, but I'm like, even like Donald Trump and things like that. You're hearing things being said by these trusted leaders or whatever you want to say, and you're just seeing through all of the fear, and you're really kind of knowing how to communicate people in a nice way to, you know, bring them back and ground them again. So a lot of people probably are trying to ask your opinion on things, and you might at times feel like wanting to like shut off from people because you feel like it's messing with your energy. But at the same time, I really don't feel like it's a bad thing. People need your support. I feel like it's coming from the heart. Everything that you are saying is coming from the heart, and it's very much healing for other people to hear what you're saying, even though sometimes it might trigger them. And you might also notice that people can't even really keep eye contact with you because they're intimidated. But there are a lot of people, maybe in your family or friends, are, you know, like dropping little hints and saying, oh, do you want to... I'm not sure where you are in the world if you can meet people. But like, I'm really seeing like the communication is different. So that could mean that you're on like Skype with people or something. But it also, for me, is like, there's just a change. Everything has changed for everyone. So what I'm picking up from this is that you are the person that people are coming to right now. And this isn't normal for you. You were always the one that kind of just kept to yourself and nobody really noticed you. But now you are there and you are the one that's standing up. And everyone's like, wow, noticing. That's what I'm picking up for you. Let's just see. I'll shuffle again here. The other messages. Sorry, I have my eyes closed, so I'll look at that card in a second. I'm also seeing something to do with being down by the lake or sitting somewhere that's quite peaceful for you, where you can put your feet into the water. A lot of people talk about earthing and putting your feet, I talk about it a lot, going somewhere and taking your shoes off and just grounding yourself. But for you, it's more so, I feel like you're quite grounded and you're connecting more with water. So that's just something that I think that you should keep doing, or if you haven't done it, it's something that will really keep things where they need to be for you right now. So we have the Knight of Swords reversed. Okay, I need another one. I really feel like you're noticing people that may have been the strong people in your life. So people who have always been able to, you know, talk the talk and walk the walk. But now it's like that's something that you're noticing. A lot of people are really crumbling in all of this energy, and that's just the way things are at the minute. We have that duality going on. A lot of us who have been doing the work are quite grounded, and a lot of people that have always just chosen to, you know, stay following the system and, you know, trusting in the government and what everything will just work out because I'm following the system. And you were the person who went probably a little bit against the system, and now it's like the tables have turned. But because you come from a place of compassion, there's no like ha ha ha, you're getting what you deserved, or you're seeing. And it's not really, for me, it doesn't really feel like a specific person. It feels like a lot of people. So a lot of people, like maybe old bosses, I'm picking up that a lot for you. A lot of old bosses, you're noticing that they're not really maybe dealing with this as well as you are, and they're coming back. So I feel like a lot of you are having a lot of people come back to you who maybe not have been the nicest to you in the past, but you're dealing with this really well, and you're like, oh, everyone needs a little bit of help. So I really feel like pile number 1, you are very, very much attractive, and you're noticing that yourself. And what I'm picking up is physically and spiritually. You have a lot of swords. Everything is okay. Wow. I strongly am picking up here that what you need to watch out for is being, because I felt that energy, and I really appreciated it, and I just kind of went with it. But just the way everything's coming up, it's like all people want to do now these days is communicate. All they want to do is talk, because they don't want to, you know, sit with themselves and talk to themselves, because that's crazy. You don't do that. But you've done a lot of self-reflection, and I really feel like you have ended a karmic path. Something major has changed in your life, and now you are really noticing things are moving in a different direction for you. And I also feel that some of you might have even gotten into writing. Maybe you're a writer and you stopped for a while, but that's starting to come back again. And your ideas are a lot more clear now, and you've got a direction where it's not like bits and pieces. You're not having to, you know, decide on which way you want to go. It's kind of like it's just, you've got everything right where you need it, and it's not all over the place anymore. So your own mental clarity is a lot more structured, and I feel like you will have certain influences from people, or people will try and manipulate your energy in some ways of, you have some people that are kind of jealous, or just maybe not really understanding of why you're acting like this. Why are you being so calm about everything? Why are you, you know, not seeing what's happening? And that's really, you know, kind of getting in the way of you continuing this energy. Because like I said, you guys are the people that have really enjoyed being in this energy and you're stuck, you're staying in this really positive energy, but now people are kind of coming in and it's like, oh, I don't know, it's like, the way I imagined it is like you have this nice little homely cottage in the forest, and then all of a sudden all of these builders come in and start building all around you to, get you angry. That's the way I looked at it. It was weird. I just really feel like people are trying to make you crumble because they're crumbling. It's a bit of a selfish thing, but a lot of people do that subconsciously. They don't realize that they're doing it sometimes. And I feel like that's what you have to work with right now, and that's what you're going to continually work through. So I don't really feel like you have any negative energies, like spiritual wise, like you don't have any like negative energies in your household, but you have negative energies trying to come in. So that could be on a spiritual level or on like people in your life. And yeah, I would just say really set the intention that no one can really get in the way of you and your growth and where you are right now. So overall, I don't really have anything major. I think what you're doing here is great and you're helping a lot of people, so you should be proud. But just remember 444, that's your number. It's coming up a lot. So, and what I'm getting from that, for some of you this might resonate, when you see that number, it's like a sign from angels that that's when you need to put your guard up. It's like, so maybe you're having a thought about someone who maybe asked you to do something for them, or to maybe speak up about something. I feel like you are the one that's being pushed to speak up about things. So if you see 444, it's basically just saying, ground yourself first and then make a decision. Is this right or is this wrong? That's mainly what I have for you guys. And yeah, leave a comment down below if this resonated for you. And I will see you all in the future. Goodbye. Hello, group number 2. So I just want to start off with a message that I was picking up before I even started looking at the cards. For you, what I'm picking up is that you are the group that has been doing a lot of the work in regards to healing. And I feel like the biggest message that Spirit wants me to tell you is that you are healing. So don't doubt it. It might not be that things are moving in a way that you would have liked, but just remember that things aren't the same as the way they were before. Everything has changed now. Everything is different. And people are different. Relationships are different. Your relationship with yourself is also going to be very different. So I just want to let you know that you feel like you're putting in a lot of effort to change, but just know that, maybe you need to take a step back and properly enjoy this time of being in solitude. Because I feel like there's parts of you that are so close to, you're so close to fixing things, but you're taking some things a little bit too serious. And that's that kind of negative energy that's swooping in and that's blocking you. I do feel like a lot of you are having like digestive problems in some way. Like I really feel like I'm seeing, your intestines. So digestive problems, I feel like that maybe is something that you're struggling with, some of you. But not just that. Also for some of you, I kind of felt like I saw a snake and I went to digestive, but also I felt like snake is kind of something that is quite relevant for what I'm seeing right now. Because a snake you know, they're poisonous, some of them, and they shed their skin, and that's a really spiritual thing. Symbolism for it is very spiritual because it's like, you know, shedding of the skin. So you might still be feeling kind of like icky about things, but just know that you are healing. So don't worry about anything that's going wrong right now, because a lot of the time people are healing and they think that when they're healing, it's every day is going to get better. Every day is going to get easier and easier. That's not how it really goes. With healing, you do a little bit of, let's just use meditation, because I don't always agree that you should be doing everything all at once. Like all of the things that the spiritual gurus do doesn't always work for everybody. And I think that's a message that I have here as well for you. I feel like you're taking that a little bit too serious. So what I would say is, I'm picking up for you that lighting some candles and just maybe meditating and being in a room with candles lit, or just not even meditating, just being there. That's really gonna, start to show you things multiply. Again, some of you may be trying to try for a baby, or if you're not, just be aware of that, because once this energy starts to move and you're releasing kind of, especially if you have this digestive problems and that starts to shift, that's a blockage in your womb area if you're female. That's a blockage in your womb area, so something there. And once that starts to calm down, I feel like a lot of you are really going to be very fertile. So just know that. And yeah, a lot of other things multiplying. I'm seeing things multiplying. So it's like you were trying to have so many different things and trying to have so many, or trying to do certain things that would help you heal. And you're making it too complex when all you need to do is just make it a little bit more simple. And with simple, I really see that working with candles and just being there and being appreciative, that's all you really need to do, is what Spirit's telling me right now. So yeah, let's just go with this now. Let's see what else I pick up. Okay. Okay. We have the Two of Wands. I feel like a lot of you are struggling sometimes to calm down your mind and even to just sit still, because a lot of you like to work and a lot of you like to, get up and go. You're more of you have a lot of fiery energy. Maybe have a lot of fire. Star signs. Hold on now, one more. Okay. What I'm picking up for you is a lot of you the way I'm looking at these two cards, so I have the Emperor and the Two of Wands here. The way I'm looking at this is you aren't realizing that you are a lot more further in your path than you even realize. And this is because the reason I felt like you're not realizing it with this, they're both sitting at a tree, okay? But this one's cut down and this guy's tied here and he can't really move. But he's not comfortable sitting there. So he's looking at the bird. He's trying to attract things outside of him to, keep him occupied. But what I got is like, currently you really need to realize that the fire here that's going on in the background, which is kind of what's happening in the world, everything else is kind of, going through its own little meltdown here with everything in the world. And you just need to sit still and really think about, okay, I actually am quite good. And if a lot of you have realized this already, Spirit just wants to say that it's just going to keep coming, because I have the World card as well. So I also have a feeling that you're actually going to really enjoy spring, summer, autumn, winter. You're going to enjoy the seasons and really make the most of, like, you know, birthdays, Christmas, if you celebrate Christmas, whatever holidays that you celebrate. Just you're really in alignment with who you are right now. But the only thing that is kind of making you feel that you're not always doing enough is it's like a habit. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but you get more, it's like a bad habit that you get more satisfaction out of, you know, looking up things or doing some research, looking for other inspiration from other people. And really what I'm seeing here is, and what I feel like your soul's trying to say to you is that, you know, you're almost at the end of this phase of not trusting that you have the knowledge, all the knowledge that you need. I feel like it's almost like you're going to soon connect the dots, and you're going to come into this place where, you know, it's the World card. It's like everything is just going to start working out the way that everything needed to. And some of you are really going to appreciate nature as well. A lot more than you've ever had in your whole life. And I think that resonates with a lot of people. It really resonates with me. But more so you, it's like you're understanding that the world is your oyster. I'm picking that message up the strongest. It's like there's something here to do with traveling that's coming through strong. A lot of 4 energy in pile number 1 as well. It was 4. I'm picking up 4 as well, obviously with the Emperor here. But just right now, it's working with yourself and noticing your habits with thinking that you need to do certain things first before you sit down and start, when really the easiest thing for you to do is just naturally sit there and just begin doing what you need to do in a calm, collected way, and it always will work out a lot better. I've noticed that with myself anyway, and I feel like that will be a message you needed to hear as well. And just really cutting out distractions. That's the biggest thing I feel for you. Okay? Yeah, that's kind of all I have. That's just a little quick message I wanted to give to you. I don't really want to pull too many cards. I'm very calm today. So, yeah, just 3 cards. And I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please leave a comment down below if this made sense and you kind of got the message. I hope you did. And yeah, I was about to burp there. I will see you all in the future. Goodbye. Hello, group number 3. So before I pull some cards, I just want to start off with the energy that I'm kind of picking up for you guys. I feel like with everything that's going on in the world, some of you may have had it hard financially, and maybe still are having it a little bit hard financially. I also feel like you've had a little bit of bad energy around you. So this could be people. This could be even, you may be in a job that you didn't like, but it was safe and secure. You may had to sell certain things that you have invested in, a lot of different things are coming up for all of you guys. But I just want to let you know that all of these lessons, I'm calling them lessons, and a lot of you, I feel like you're going to be like, oh, why is this a lesson? Some of you lost your job. Some of you may have even lost your home. And this is a really hard time for you guys, but I just want to let you know that it's teaching you to be intellectually smart with what you are doing with your money. And not just your money, but your wealth is your health. That's the thing that I'm getting here for you guys. And a lot of you are realizing that now. And because like the whole health crisis that's going on, a lot of you are realizing that money doesn't really always make me happy. Money is just something that I was trained to believe that would always be my support. And in ways it is, but it can become, it can be a controlling energy to have. Money is just energy. And it's just like, some people just don't know how to keep money. Like they just spend, and they don't have a healthy relationship. That's just like, it comes to them easily, but they're never really saving anything because it's just constantly like going to different things. And then there is people that just can't keep money because luck hasn't been on their side. And a lot of that has to do with inner demons. Your inner demons from past experiences, that can have a lot to do with that. For me, I know that resonates with me because I was trying to save, I just couldn't because bills would come up, or I had a really good job there when I was in London, but it didn't pay for my holidays. I was working in a school, so whenever the kids were off and there was 2 weeks off, I wasn't getting paid, and I was actually had to work in a summer camp. And even when I was doing all the extra work and trying even harder to make more money, it just nothing would work for me. And for me, this message really resonates with me. I feel like everything has been taken away from me constantly for so long. Like I was getting things and then I was losing them, and it was just this constant like, oh, when is money going to, be my friend? And I feel like for you guys, you're realizing that money's your friend when you're a friend to your own vessel, your body. So strongly, I think that's what I'm getting here for you guys. It's your health is your wealth. And fruits, a lot of you are starting to eat more like fruits and veg and stuff, which you're enjoying. So during this whole lockdown, I'm not sure where you are in the world and what's going on, a lot of you are just really focusing on your health. And I feel like finances are going to change. I'm not going to take reversals. Just noticed, is this deck upside down? Yeah, I'm not going to take reversals, but the main thing that your soul wants you to realize is that prosperity is about to change for you massively. You guys are the ones that aren't even going to expect certain things to happen to you because you're going to be in shock. Like, what? Do I deserve this? First of all, don't ever feel like you don't deserve something. You deserve everything. Like, I used to always think that I don't deserve these kind messages or these gifts or like people offering me money all throughout my life. When my godfather would give me money, I always felt so guilty, but he wanted to give me the money. So just accept things when they come in, because we deserve whatever anyone wants to give to us. As long as we haven't manipulated them into giving it to us, then why not? Okay, you have the Star. I have a feeling some of you are really spending time with your spirituality. And for me, a lot of you, I'm picking up that your faith is been restored. some of you maybe have a specific religion. I'm Christian. I don't really follow a Christian, I don't believe in all of it. I believe in like God, but I just don't really associate with that. But for me, I'm noticing that I just appreciate the positive aspects of faith and religion. And for you, I think you maybe have lost touch with your own religion. You can be whatever religion you want to be. I don't have anything against it, because I still celebrate like Easter and stuff here with family, and Christmas and things like that, because why would I just block myself off from that? It's just causing tension that doesn't need to be there. And I think really with you, looking up at the stars is another thing for a lot of you. I'm seeing a lot of you just going out and realizing like, wow, look, there's stars in the sky. Because we were all so busy before, we never even took the time to sit out on the grass. I feel like nighttime is another time that's really made you have to sit and think about things. As I said that, I pull the Ace of Swords. So I hate this word, but because a lot of people overuse it, but like universal downloads, for me, that's just intuitive messages. But that's literally how I'm feeling about this here, because I'm looking at, this is Ace of Wands, is about communication, but I'm looking at the electricity, and I feel like, weirdly enough, the weather is something that really affects you. Something about your energy, like electricity, something about electricity as well. So I really feel like you have a lot of anger that's being released through you're speaking up. You're starting to change the way that you communicate with people. Speaking up in a nice way, I feel like a lot of you are. Because you're being a lot more clever about what you say now, because you don't want to lose anything anymore. You're done with having things being stolen from you, or things just, I feel like a lot of you as well have had problems with technology, like maybe you were constantly dropping your phone, or your laptop would break and things like that. Just communication is where you're healing, because your communication was kind of a bit wishy-washy, and that's why you weren't attracting prosperity, because you weren't really saying what it is that you want to say to people, and people weren't getting the message. You weren't on the same, they're on a different channel. They can't really hear it, there's that static noise. So it's like, as well, it's, for me, it's your the way that you're speaking out loud isn't very healthy. You're saying, oh, I can never ever, like, every time there's more bills, there's this, there's that, I can never just have money for my, you're saying these things out loud, and the universe is listening. So I think that's what you need to hear right now. And if some of you have moved into that kind of energy, it's really good, because I feel like all of the really kind of horrible things that have happened to you with finances and even health and stuff, that's all about to change. And for me, anyone that follows me and watches my channel, I have so much faith that we are all going to change massively, because we've been doing the work. So we're already, a lot of you probably are already on this awakening journey. We don't really awaken, just kind of keeps going and going. I don't really know what awakening means anymore, because it always is different. It's like I'm feeling I'm awakening, and then I'm having to go through this and be a human being again. So everything is just new and changing with you, okay? So just embrace it, is what I hear the most. Also, don't trust weird men. I don't know, there's a lot of weird men around you. who see a lot of men see your I feel like a lot of kind of you have a lot of like pain here, like with speaking out, and even in your chest and stuff, so you're maybe just kind of closed off with some people. So I feel like men, or maybe if you're a female, but I don't know, it's men in general, and maybe just one man or the same kind of male energy that keeps coming in, they're attracted to your energy, but they don't know how to communicate with you. So maybe you're having a lot of people do things behind your back, or really kind of creepy, kind of weird things, and you're just like, why does this always happen to me? Why do I always attract creeps? Just notice that that's part of that not being able to attract prosperity, because you have that kind of caca kind of surrounding you. So just, again, speaking out and saying, can you leave me alone, please? Oh, 10 of Pentacles, talking about prosperity, and this is like, you know, you're finally getting to a point where your little fairy tale that you've always imagined is going to start to become a reality. And what I would suggest for you guys is you don't really have to think too much about it, because the feeling that I'm getting is, you know, the next couple of years is when it's all really going to kind of fall into place. So don't really rush thinking this, because I feel like for a lot of you, it is coming. And it's, for me, it feels like the next 4 to 5 years. And for some of you that aren't ready for that, because I know some of you are probably like, I don't want to get married just yet. I'm picking up 9 to 10 years as well. But for anyone that has been trying to attract that, like, you know, the nice family, all of the dogs, and anyone that has lost their home, you don't worry. There's something greater waiting for you. And it's a little complex. Let me just see what that is. It's a little, like, Taurus kind of saying it's something you wouldn't really think on. So I don't really know if I should go into this, but really, this is mainly just to do with your connection with the earth, is what I'm seeing, and being balanced again is going to bring you, like, tarot doesn't, I got that message before I even pulled a card, and like, just pull the Temperance card. Is just like, all you got to say to them is just, they need to just try and stay balanced. So, and I also felt like some sort of an investment that you have and you don't really think about it much, and it hasn't really done anything for you. It's just kind of always been there, kind of just like that. Some of you that maybe should start thinking about that, or maybe a stream of income that was on the side and you never really thought about working on it, and now's your time to work on it, because that's where you're going to make the monies. And a lot of people should be thinking about that anyway, because like, everyone's been talking about working from home is such a good thing that people are doing now. You don't have to go to university if you don't feel called to do it. And many people aren't doing that anymore because they're realizing that, you know, times have changed. It's not part of the system anymore, and it doesn't always make you the best money. So maybe, like, a lot of you have thought about whatever you studied in university hasn't really been the path for you anymore, and it really showing now to you that, you know, you have dreams about doing other things, and you've kind of started them, but you really always just kept them on the side. Yeah, I feel like you're really hearing that message and you're being like, oh God. So true. So leave a comment down below. And thank you all so much for watching. And I will see you all in the future. Goodbye. Hello, group number 4. So I just want to start off before I pull some cards. I'm only going to pull 3 cards, so I'm kind of going to talk a little bit here with the energy that I'm picking up. For you, I did pick up Gemini. Is something to do with this. So if you're a Gemini, or yeah, I don't know why I was picking that up. I haven't really said that in the other piles, but I really felt strongly Gemini here. And either you're dealing with a Gemini or you have Gemini in your chart somewhere. But right now I feel like you've realized that certain things to do with someone's personality, either your personality or their personality, you're starting to notice that it's just constantly been a relationship like battle, kind of. It's been like a battle in the relationship where it's never really, like, it's mostly just arguments or annoying each other or just kind of fed up energy. And I feel like a lot of you are just really curious about something. So there might be a new form of information that is going to come in. It might, for some of you, I feel like it hasn't happened yet. And a lot of you have already kind of known this as well. I don't think it's something that's really bad, but it's because the energy that you're moving into is like, you just want to be happy. You just want to, enjoy your life, and you just had enough of this BS. So I think as well, you're starting to, maybe you're in kind of separation now with everything that's going on, and you're starting to realize like you're so much more content on your own, or you're just so much more content talking to your friends, and maybe you kind of miss having them around, and maybe you just haven't really felt called to reach out to that person because it's just like, things maybe weren't really going the best, and you're trying to make everything okay, but at the same time you really aren't that bothered. And this could be coming from their side as well, because it's really hard for me to, it's like, it's both of you. So it's like, sometimes they're like that and sometimes you're like that. So there's days that you can't be bothered, and then there's days that they can't be bothered. And it's just this constant like going like that all the time. And it's just like, I'm chasing you, and then you're chasing me, and then I'm chasing you, and then it's just like this. But when you have certain people like your friends, it's just easy, and it's like no games. So I feel like a lot of like silly behaviors going on with certain people, or that certain one person. So hopefully that resonates, and you're just ready for a change, and you want to know what it would like. You want to know what it would like. You want to know what it would like. You want to know what it would be like. Oh my God, my brain. You want to know what it would be like to, maybe start going out and dating other people, or maybe just completely going away from relationships altogether. And maybe you would like to, travel. Or I really feel like there's something that is making you really happy, something that you love doing, and it's really fun. You're a very fun person. Some of you even, I feel like, are having a great time on TikTok. Pick that up, because I was seeing like cheerleading, kind of dancing. Some of you cheerleading is something as well, but like some sort of dancing is the mood I'm feeling. You're just really enjoying yourself, and you're not afraid to act silly. So if you are a Gemini and that resonates, it's like your good side is coming out, and you're starting to appreciate how funny you are, because Geminis are really funny. A lot of the Geminis I know, like, They can be really like really, really funny, or sometimes they get to the point where they're so annoying and you're just like, oh my god, stop. It always depends. So I feel like you are at a stage now where you just can't be bothered and you're just like, whatever. This is a funny deck as well I chose, so it kind of makes sense. It's like, I feel like you're the guys that are just like, I'm watching this for fun, like whatever. And the desire to know, again, it's just like you want to know, but you're not really that bothered. It's fun. I like this energy. Wow, we have the moon, the full. One more. You're like, see you later, Felicia. I literally got, I really feel like you have a very silly sense of humor and you're making me laugh. You're having, right, I really sense that you're having a lot of fun, even like having a little, you know, harmless bitch about people is something that you're kind of doing with your friends as well, like laughing about certain people, or even just sharing something on social media. So it could be, again, to do with the TikTok or something. I feel like there's a little bit of drama in your life and it's fun. And it's like not that bad, but there is a gossipy kind of aspect here that's going on as well. I feel like a lot of like chatting, but it's fun chat. It's not like you know when you're with your best friend and you say something really horrible and only your best friend would get the joke, but it's not a nice thing to say. I feel like that's the kind of energy I have here. It's just kind of there's a bit of an ignorance, or you're kind of ignoring something though. And that's what's going to come out and just be like, because I have the moon here. And I feel like that the most recent moon that we've had, the blood moon, was it the blood moon? I just remember everyone's taking pictures of it and it was really red. Again, I didn't go out and look at that moon because I was going through things. Usually with me, the moons is like 1 month it's really nice and I'm really happy and a little bit too energized. And then other times, like this time, it was the complete opposite. And that's just the way it goes with me. I noticed that in myself. Maybe I just subconsciously manifest that, but that's just how it is. So I didn't really see this moon, but I know that it really brought up a lot of emotion. So I feel like you're trying to be happy, so you're using your fun side to cover up something else. So that's just what I would like to let you know, that that has to come out eventually. So maybe working little by little about whatever that is. So if it's maybe, speaking up about certain situations that you just know aren't working for you, you don't have to say it in a way that's going to, stress you out. You just have to maybe hint at it. It's not always easy to just tell the truth for some people. Even just trying to, make a suggestion to see how it goes, because I really feel like you have the Fool card here, and just heard "Bye, Felicia," and it's like you're kind of avoiding things, okay? Pile number 4. You're avoiding what's happening around you, and you're treating it in a kind of a jokey way. And I feel like that's your way to cope with things. That's your coping mechanism. Because I have the 5 of Cups here as well. I read these cards from just intuition, and the way I looked at it was, again, that gossiping, but flirting as well. There's a lot of flirting going on with you. Sorry. Someone just called me there. I'm almost finished anyway. But I just wanted to say, I'll pull one more card here. With the 5 of Cups, it's just, everything is really fun, and that's good. I like that people are enjoying themselves as well during these times. But with you, I really just sense that you need to take something serious. At least with pre-coronavirus. Shouldn't have said that because now I'm going to be... And I pulled the death card. So you have unfinished business here and you need to deal with it. Because like this death card is still, that's fun, it's pretty, it's very like Tumblr or I don't know, Pinteresty, and it's kind of like, cool, fun, that's a really nice death card. Like, yes, it can be that way, but you just have to at least acknowledge it and kind of work with it. Like, it's not, I'm not saying that, you have to, cry if you don't like crying or whatever. Do what works for you, but just completely ignoring it, it's not going to work. It's going to just get worse. And you're like, everyone's saying, I can't wait for things to get back to normal. Things aren't really going to go back to normal. Everything has changed. History, this hasn't happened in history. Well, not the way it is. Things have kind of been similar, but with tech, like being locked in our homes, it's not really something that's happened. Well, at least in my knowledge of history. But just things aren't going to go back to the way they were. Everyone's relationships are going to change. Everything's going to change. So what I'm picking up strongly for you is you have changed, but you're just not acknowledging it, and you're not really, it's like you're almost going to just go back to normal and not have dealt with whatever had happened before everything. So that's just what I'm picking up. If that didn't resonate, just take whatever did. That came kind of strong. So leave a comment down below if this resonated with you. And yeah, we'll see you all in the future. Goodbye.